Hello there, and how are you doing today? I'm so happy to be here. I'm going to read you a story. But first, I think where I'm alone here, I'm going to remove my mask. I hope you use your mask all the time. I'm going to take mine off because I can read better. And you can recognize me, right? And these pages I want to be able to turn, so excuse me while I take off my gloves. It's cold outside today. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Well, I'm going to read you a story called The Christmas Wish. I love this story. I'm in it. It's about me and little Anja. Oh my. Let's listen to the story. It's so exciting. Long, long ago, in a place so far north that the mothers never packed away their wool mitts or mittens, lived a little girl named Anja, whose greatest dream was to become one of Santa's elves. One year, as the days grew shorter, the snow had fallen for weeks without rest. Anja decided it was time to look for me, Santa Claus. This is so exciting. Before she left, she remembered the kind old woman who lived down the lane. She had no children or grandchildren of her own, so Anja wanted to help her get ready for Christmas. As the old woman napped, Anja caught her naughty cat for her and decorated the gingerbread house they had baked together the day before. She swept out her sauna and found a small tree for her to enjoy. My, oh my, oh my. Then Anja delivered gifts to her friends and family, with a note saying she would visit them whenever her busy job with Santa would permit. Anja was well prepared for her journey. She watched the sky at night, observing the position of the North Star, and she memorized the great map on her schoolroom wall. Oh my. Still, as she tied on her skis and began to glide away into the forest, Anja started to worry. What if I get lost? She wondered out loud. I can help you, sang a tiny voice. Startled, Anja looked back to see who had spoken. Up here, said the voice, and a bright red bird swooped down and landed on her ski pole. Oh, my. Anja exclaimed her wish to find me in the North Pole. But now I wonder if I am foolish, she said. Not when you have the right friends, the bird answered. If you trust me, I can help you. But we must hurry. The days are short and Christmas is very near. Oh, yes. So Anja skied after the patient bird, who led slowly so the child could make her way through the deep snow. Can you imagine how deep that snow would be? When they came to the mountainside, Anja flew so fast over the sparkling powder that the bird could barely keep up with her. Look at this. At the foot of the mountain, the bird whistled, and they were greeted by a giant horse. You may sleep in my barn tonight, he offered. Tomorrow I can take you as far as one day and one night will allow. The cardinal fluttered away before Anja could thank him. Morning came in a blink. The gentle horse invited the still sleepy Anja to climb onto his back. They talked the day away as they trod through the snowy forest. Evening fell as they approached a mountain pass. The sky came alive with the dancing colors of the northern lights. They stood spellbound for hours and fell asleep, the horse standing strong and solid, with Anja lying across his warm back. Anja was sad when she awoke and remembered that the horse would have to leave her. But she knew that his people would be worried about him. Later, as they approached a gleaming icefall, the horse whinnied loudly 3 times, and from a hole in the ice appeared the oldest-looking creature Anja had ever seen. I wonder what she saw. The muskox spoke softly and slowly. The cardinal asked me to escort you under the glacier to the tundra, she said. Then she turned and walked back into the cave. Follow her now, the horse told Anja. She is shy, but she is trustworthy. He saw that Anja was sad to leave him, so he said, "When you are Santa's elf, you can visit me whenever you wish. But hurry now, Christmas is very near." Anja took off her skis and bravely joined the plodding ox. The cave was dark as night as Anja followed the ox downward, and luminescent blue as they climbed up a trail of ice stones. When they emerged, Anja saw a tremendous fur blanket lying on the ground in front of her. Just as she was ready to collapse into its warm folds, it shifted. It rose. It wasn't a blanket, it was an enormous bear, just like the ones in the tales her father told her around the fire. After Anja had thanked the muskox for her help, the bear spoke. "I have come to take you north over the tundra," he said in a deep, soothing voice. "You may ski or ride as you wish, but we must hurry. Christmas is coming soon." When they stopped for a rest, Anja found a small book in her pocket. In the day's last light, she read a story to the bear about a troll and 3 silly little goats. The next day was bright again. Anja skied, then rode on the bear's back. He was great company. They sang songs and made each other laugh. Oh, yes, I can see that for sure. They reached their destination early. Anja had no idea how the bear could tell this spot from any other, but he told her they would be meeting a friend at the exact place. "Since we have the time, let's take another rest," he said. Anja curled up into the bear's softness and slept without a dream. They awoke to a jingling sleigh bell. I have some bells here. That's what they would have heard. I know what those sound like. Oh my, oh my. "I'm so glad I found you," the reindeer said. "We must run, for I am too tired to fly." Anja felt sorry for him. He looked exhausted. As she took his harness off, she remembered an apple she had brought him and offered it to him. How kind she is. The reindeer thanked her as he happily ate the apple. Anja hugged the bear goodbye. Then she put on her skis and set forth with her new friend, the reindeer. At first, Anja tried to ski behind the reindeer, but he was much too fast. So Anja asked him to tow her. It was as close as flying as she had ever been. Anja skied that way for many miles. Just as she began to worry she could not hang on any longer, the reindeer called, "Hold tight!" In a flash, they were soaring through the sky. Anja watched as the ice gave way to the ocean she had seen on her school map. She saw eagles, whales, and giant icebergs that reminded her of the rock candy that her mother had made. Finally, they landed in a lovely clearing surrounded by trees cloaked in snow. Then Anja's wish came true. Guess what it was? I appeared. It was me, Santa Claus. I lifted Anja onto my knee and said, "Welcome, Anja. I have been waiting for you. You are an extraordinarily little girl. While there are many children who wish to be one of Santa's elves, you are first to have come this far, and you are already my most important helper. You bring kindness and joy to those around you all year long. Thank you. Now, may I ask you for a favor?" That's what I said to her. "Will you help me drive my sleigh?" Oh my. That's what I asked her. Anja was thrilled to give the command, "Fly!" Oh, yes. It was very early Christmas morning when we landed near Anja's home. "Before I leave," I told her, "I'd like to give you a very special gift. This is a magical bell. If you ever need help, ring this bell 3 times. I kissed her on her cheek, and the next thing she knew, she was in her bed. Anja sat up and looked out the window and into the frosty morning. There was no sleigh, no reindeer, no tracks in the snow. She held the bell, though, closely. Was it all a dream, she wondered? What do you think? Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Ho, 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 and Merry, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.